And welcome back to the Everyman Driver Car Cave alongside Alex Safris. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. Today we are taking a closer look at the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland 4x4. This was a fun car to drive. We got back from Snoqualmie, Washington not too long ago at the 2013 Mudfest at the Dirtfish Rally School, where I had a chance to drive almost 24 vehicles on-road and off-road, and this is one of those vehicles. And there was also a contest going on at the same time.
Yeah, so there was a group of about 25 of us auto journalists who drove all of these vehicles on the various courses and then actually voted anonymously and produced a winner. And the Jeep Grand Cherokee was actually the overall winner of Mudfest. So of all the cars there, this one was rated the best, and it's just the best. So you could have a $30,000 Hyundai, a $115,000 Range Rover, and you just figure out, is it worth the money? Which one did I like the best?
And it was based on a bunch of criteria that the journalists were given. Talk about ride and handling, engine, fuel economy, interior, all those things that you would gather up and say, based on all of these characteristics, what kind of score would I give it? And the majority of the journalists picked the Grand Cherokee Overland.
And this does not surprise me a bit. I had not been in one of these before, and needless to say, I was incredibly impressed.
It had a 5.7-liter V8 engine with some fuel saver technology. A lot of horsepower on this one. A lot of fun to drive, clearly. MSRP, $51,000. A lot of great stuff on the inside. And we drove it on-road, off-road, around cones, and gosh, everywhere you can think of. And Alex had a chance to give us his impressions during our 5-mile loop. Talk about that.
Well, it was a loop mostly on public roads that shows people what the car would be like in everyday driving scenarios. One more really neat thing about this car is the 8-speed transmission, which is unbelievable. It makes use of every one of those horsepower.
This is so exciting. 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland 4x4. This is an amazing vehicle. 5.7-liter V8, 8-speed automatic transmission, very powerful, top of the line. What's your experience behind the wheel?
Well, it's not the SRT8, but this thing is awesome. I think it looks great on the outside, and the interior on these is just surprisingly excellent. The screen's huge. The fake wood or faux wood, whatever, looks really nice. Big digital displays on the dash. This is an American car. Everything about it is big and bold. That's what you want to see out of Jeep. I don't want to see a little, Jeep Compass or Jeep Liberty. I want a big American Jeep Cherokee. I feel like I should be driving this in Texas.
They actually say this is a 7-inch multi-informational display. It actually looks so much bigger, maybe just because only certain parts of it are usable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It looks huge.
Steering, handling, again, kind of a heavy steer to it.
It does. The steering has a heavy feel, but a good feel. This is a great wheel. It's a thick wheel, got some bolstering to it. Completely digital gauge, which just looks excellent. The information can be addressed easily. And this is a big, heavy car, so you are going to get a lot of body roll. But from almost any car in this category, you're going to get that body roll. Also, it's worth mentioning, we've been going over a big rut all day. And when we went over it in this car, it's felt better than any other car we've done so far. So the off-road capability in this car, the whole trail rated thing really is legitimate.
This interior is amazing.
Yeah.
It spared no expense. This vehicle, equipped as it is just over 50 grand with a panoramic sunroof, this amazing layout with a leather, smooth interior. It's well, you're in a luxurious car.
For 51 grand, not that that's not a lot of money, but this car is an absolute steal. Yeah. We've driven stuff today that has been $10,000 to $12,000 more expensive and did not feel any better or more luxurious than this does. So, Jeep had its most successful sales year last year in its 72-year history, and I can see why with cars like this they've come such a long way, and I think the sky's the limit.
A couple other facts and figures. 16 miles per gallon was what they project this to be in mixed driving, so only 14 in the city and 20 on the highway. Again, MSRP and the base price is around $45,000. This had a few extra optional pieces of equipment on it that brought it just over $51,000. So, Alex, do you think this warranted a #1 vote by all the journalists?
Yes, I love this. I did not vote for this as the number one car. I voted for it very highly, and I have no problem with where this car was ranked. I think for what you get, the quality, the performance, the aesthetics, I think 51 grand, even though that's a ton for a car, I think that is an absolute steal.
Wow, a steal at 50 grand.
Absolutely. This car will give you all of the performance, all the luxury, all the style you could want from an SUV at any price.